Arsenal face three-way fight to sign Aston Villa star as Chelsea to renew interest. Gunners hope to bolster forward options with free-scoring Villan, but face stiff competition. Arsenal and Chelsea are set to do battle with Manchester United to win over Morgan Rogers this summer, per reports. The Aston Villa and England forward has been in fine form this campaign, with 17 goal involvements in 45 appearances thus far. His performances in 2024-25, where he scored 14 and assisted 16 goals in 54 appearances as Villa qualified for the Europa League, saw him garner transfer interest from a variety of Big Six sides. The London rivals Arsenal and Chelsea both held an interest last summer, as reported by Standard Sports, but Villa fought tooth and nail to keep him in Birmingham. They succeeded in convincing Rogers to stay, and he signed a new 6-year contract in November, tying him to the club through summer 2031. Crucially, though, his new deal is not thought to contain a release clause, opening the door to a bidding war this summer. Per a report in The Times, both Arsenal and Chelsea are expected to renew their interest in Rogers this summer, though they will also face competition from Manchester United. Rogers' ability to play in a variety of attacking positions makes him an attractive prospect and rather softens the blow of the £80 million asking price Villa are expected to demand. That number could be inflated should he impress at this summer's World Cup. Chelsea are facing the possibility of Enzo Fernandez pushing for a move away from the club this summer, and could look to reunite Rogers with his good friend Cole Palmer as a replacement. Arsenal, meanwhile, may look to bolster their forward options, with the likes of Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli struggling for form. They may have money to burn, too, with Miles Lewis-Skelly and Ethan Nwaneri both tipped to go in the shop window this summer. United, meanwhile, will need to bolster their ranks ahead of a likely return to European competition. Villa are expected to be open to a sale, the Times add, as they look to avoid a PSR breach. The Villains will not keep the full proceeds of the sale, though, as they agreed a 20% sell-on clause on signing him from Middlesbrough for £15 million in 2024. Speaking last season, Rogers said he was an admirer of Mikel Arteta's football, which he sees as stylistically similar to Unai Emery's. In terms of the way they structure their teams, in terms of the way that they're so demanding of you, structurally and tactically. But obviously working closer with Unai Emery than I did obviously with Pep, we've got that relationship where it's like a love-hate kind of thing. He wants the best of me, he's going to be demanding. He's going to be on top of me non-stop throughout the week, because he knows my capabilities. He knows what I can do. He wants to push me, wants to improve me, and that's the best way for me. With me and him, it's perfect. Morgan Rogers to Arsenal, and want to watch this summer, as the young Aston Villa midfielder continues to impress at both club and country level. Rogers has been a sensational signing for the Villains, and he's expected to go to the World Cup as a first-team starter for Thomas Tuchel's England. However, while Arsenal like the look of him, and Tuchel does too, former Villa striker Stan Collymore has picked up on a potential issue with his game after watching him against Bologna last night. It was a fantastic result for Villa, as they easily saw off their Italian counterparts to put one foot in the semi-final. But while the overall performance was a good one, Collymore was watching Rogers closely, and he took to social media to express his concerns over the Arsenal target. Rogers, clearly, is a key component in Villa's team at the moment, and Collymore may well have a valid point. However, that will not detract Arsenal from being keen. The Gunners are looking to continue to strengthen and build, and Rogers very much fits the profile. Rogers might end up costing around the £100 million mark, but that is the going rate for the top English players in the Premier League right now. Arsenal paid that for Declan Rice, and he's proven to be one of the best signings of the last few years. If the Gunners go full Rodgers, then it has success written all over it. His directness with the ball and willingness to shoot from range and convert make him a slightly different profile to the rest of Arsenal's attacking midfielders. He can play in the number 10, but crucially, he can also drift wide if needed, and Arsenal are looking for someone down that left-hand channel. As for the dip that Collymore mentions, this might simply be normal for a player with one eye on the Summer World Cup and a potential move. Clearly, Villa are still doing well, so Rodgers is doing little wrong.